What's up, you guys? Kawaza here. Welcome back to the channel. And really sorry for not posting more recently, but just been really busy. Ultra Premier is back now though, and I'm gonna post my first two sets. I'm really excited for Ultra Premier to be back. I think it's my favorite league. I don't know about you guys, but in this first match, I'm gonna bring back the Kingdra line that I ran last season if you were following me, and we go 5-0 in our first Ultra Premier set. And then in the second set, I'm gonna bring in a team with Shadow Magnezone. So in this matchup, I'm leading Kingdra into a Gengar. He does land the Shadow Ball, but his attack was debuffed, so it doesn't take us out. We're able to win lead, and we're able to fire off this Octazooka at the Heracross that comes in. Really good, hoping for the attack debuff. We do get it, and it takes out about a third of its HP, which is really fantastic. Brings in a Muck. We're gonna go right into our Lapras. Gonna save our Charizard for the Heracross in the back. This could be a Sludge Wave. It is. It does a nice chunk of damage, but we're gonna go for a Surf likely. Yeah, we're gonna build up to a Skull Bash and throw the Surf. We're not running a Skull Bash here just because, I mean, I think Ice Beam is just better. You know, it provides good coverage against the grass. I also don't have a Skull Bash Lapras. I don't want to. I already used an Elite Charge TM on this Ice Beam, I believe, so I don't want to, you know, just throw that away. Getting off a Surf here, did my opponent do a swap? Yeah, he did. So I undercharged that Surf just a bit, so my Charizard charges up to a Dragon Claw, and we can throw that Dragon Claw at the Muck that comes in, but he just leaves. So good game to my opponent, going up against Oscar 30-18. Kingdra lead into Escavalier. So all right, this is not a good lead because the Steel typing of Escavalier means it is resisting our Dragon Breath damage. He's getting off a charge move here, likely gonna shield here. Yeah, it is the Mega Horn. It would have done a ton of damage. We're gonna charge up a little extra energy and then go for this Octazooka. We want to bluff the Outrage. He does shield. Now, even though Outrage would have been resisted, it would have done a ton of damage. We don't get that attack debuff there. We're probably just gonna let this go. It's a Drill Run. It doesn't take us out. Kingdra is pretty bulky, you know, in Ultra Premier. As you can see there, we're gonna land this Octazooka. We couldn't get to the Outrage. We do get the attack debuff. That's really good. So we're gonna bring in our Charizard here, and Charizard just two shots the Escavalier. He comes in on the Bombazone. All right, that's really weird because a Bombazone takes double super effective damage from the fire. Brings in Drifloon. We're gonna go straight Blast Burn here. No need to bait. Whatever this is, do we shield here? We're not gonna shield. We're gonna bring in. It is a Shadow Ball. Almost takes us out, but we have some loaded up energy on our Charizard now. We're gonna go right into our Lapras. I believe this is a Shadow Ball. It is a Shadow Ball. So we're gonna go for the Surf. Oh yeah, I was trying to get off the Surf before he got off this Icy Wind. That's all right, but I mean, I was definitely tapping on the Surf. I don't really know what happened there. This will take out the Drifloon. He's gonna bring back in the Abomasnow, and we can just go for this Ice Beam. This Ice Beam will do a lot of neutral damage to the Abomasnow. This is actually me a kind of close match, I guess. We do need to land a charge move on the Charizard, I believe. Yeah, so we're gonna go right into this. Yeah, our Charizard was really low health, so I was a little concerned there. I think I was definitely lagging a bit in that match, but we take the win, so all good. Going up against Chippy Choodles, really funny name. All right, Magnezone lead, not super great. We're resisting. I mean, he's resisting the Dragon Breaths, but these Octazookas are going to do neutral damage, and it's going to do a good bit, and hopefully get the attack debuff. We don't get the attack debuff. Wild Charge would do a lot from here. It wouldn't take us out, but it would do a lot. It is the Wild Charge, and this is likely the Mirror Shot. So do I shield here? Yeah, I do shield because I think I can get to an Octazooka before he gets to another charge move. We're throwing the Octazooka, so he's either going to have to shield or give up switch advantage. He does give up switch advantage. All right, so he brings in a Dragonite, and we have a great answer for this. So lucky we do have switch advantage because Lapras doing double super effective damage. He has a Gyarados in the back as well. Double Dragon Breath team, really interesting. So our Charizard doesn't really want to see this either because he probably has Aqua Tail, which is going to do some nice super effective damage against our Charizard. We're going to stay in here with our Lapras and hopefully just chip this thing down. We're going to bring our Charizard here, catch a charge move. I was hoping it would be like a Crunch or something, but it's an Aqua Tail. It's fine. I mean, our Charizard here is just here to soak up some damage, and we're going to bring in Lapras right back, and our Lapras should be able to finish. Oh, so we are able to finish with the Charizard, but here comes our Lapras. So we're trying to fast move down. I think he does have almost 2 Dragon Claws loaded. So let's see if yeah, he does. But Lapras is really bulky, guys, and this is not going to take us out, and we are going to be able to Ice Shard down. All right, so that was probably a closer game than necessary, but we took the win anyway. Yeah, I was pretty rusty in these matches. Obviously, they were my first Ultra Premier matches in a while. So, Empoleon lead here. This is a great lead for Kingdra. We are double resisting the waterfall damage, and these drill pecks, they do a nice chunk, but they don't do too much. We're gonna go for the outrage. Let's see if this lands. It will do a ton of damage. It does land, and we can just Dragon Breath down from here. We're gonna have to take this drill peck and just be able to Dragon Breath down and be able to have a lot of loaded energy for whatever comes in the back. All right, so we're almost at our Atazuka. It is a Gyarados. I don't think we would have been able to get to the outrage because this Dragon Breath does super effective damage. So we're gonna land this Atazuka, and we get the attack debuff. Really good. We're gonna bring in our Lapras here. Brings in a Swampert again. Our Charizard does not want to see anything in the back here. I missed some bubbles there, of course. Still getting excellent. All right, so we're gonna land the Surf. Does some nice super effective damage, and we gotta watch out for whatever this is. It is the Earthquake, so we do shield that up. We're gonna go for another Surf here. Likely to draw the shield here because he needs to start preserving some health. Yep. We do get the shield, and he's gonna probably land try to go for another Earthquake here. So we're gonna shield up again. We do shield it up. And okay, so this is just gonna be a Hydro Cannon. That's gonna be fine. And we're gonna be look to Ice Shard down. He's probably gonna swap out though. Yeah, he does swap out. We're gonna go straight for this Ice Beam here. This Ice Beam does very nice neutral damage. Because of that flying typing, yeah, it does a nice chunk. And now we could probably just go for a Surf. Okay, so let's see what this is. It is the Outrage, so it does take us out. Wow, okay. I didn't know he had that much energy, but I guess he was charging up energy on my Kingdra as well. So we're gonna go right for this Dragon Claw, and we're gonna be able to hopefully be able to Dragon Fire Spin this down. In hindsight, I probably should have just Fire Spin the Gyarados down because if he got to an Aqua Tail, it would do about like half of our HP. And we could just throw a Dragon Claw at the Swampert, who was, you know, who didn't have any energy. All right, Machamp lead. This is kind of a neutral matchup. It depends if we get the attack debuff on Octazooka. So we're gonna go for this Octazooka here, hoping for the attack debuff. Likely also drawing the shield because it would do a lot of damage to Machamp at that range. Almost take him out. We do get the attack debuff. Do we shield here? We do shield anyway. The attack debuff is still making these counters less effective, but Machamp is just so strong kind of in this meta. I think it's ranked #1 now in PV Poke. And I don't have a Machamp for Ultra League, so that's kind of, and I don't want to kind of power up my Great League Machamp either because I kind of want to save it for Great League. But we'll see. I mean, it depends if it's, you know, how dominant it turns out to be. So we're gonna shield up. It is a Shadow Ball, really good. Anticipating the swap, it's a Snorlax. We're gonna kind of stay in here and hope to chip down. This is just gonna be a Body Slam. It's not gonna do too much damage to us. So we're gonna go for the Surf here. We gotta get rid of that shield. Now Charizard does have a decent matchup against Snorlax, but up a shield, it's not good because we have to land 2 Blast Burns to take it out, and those Body Slams definitely chunk on Charizard a lot more than on Lapras. Lapras is so bulky. I mean, those Body Slams are doing almost nothing. We're gonna get off another Surf here, really starting to pressure his last shield here. Oh, sorry, he does back out. All right, so that was a 5-0 set. Great start to Ultra Premier for us. So we're gonna switch it up. We're gonna go to Shadow Magnezone and then Alolan Muck Safe Swap as well as Kingdra in the back. All right, so we get a Machamp lead. This is not great. We're gonna go right into our Muck. We actually don't have the answer, the best answer to Machamp in this lineup, just because Muck does it takes neutral damage from fighting, and Kingdra doesn't have the best matchup either. It's kind of neutral, but it doesn't, you know, so no dominating kind of matchups against Machamp, which is kind of unfortunate because Machamp is so popular right now. This Togekiss got the Ancient Power buff, so not good. However, we're probably just gonna bring in the Magnezone, and 1 Wild Charge will take it out. We were able to take both shields there, so we're just gonna get off a Wild Charge before we can get off a Charge move. Even an Ancient Power would probably do a lot of damage to this Magnezone because the Togekiss was boosted. Brings back the Machamp. We're gonna go right into our Kingdra here, and unshielded, this Venusaur is going to be demolished by this Outrage. We're gonna shield up this Frenzy Plant. It would do a lot of neutral damage, about half of our health. We're gonna get off this Outrage. Unfortunately, we did CMP tie, so we're not able to charge up extra energy. It doesn't. I guess it didn't really matter too much anyway. Are we gonna shield this up? We're gonna let it go. It's the Rock Slide. So we're hoping to get to a charge move here. Yeah, we are able to get to the Octazooka. Hoping for the attack debuff. Octazooka is just so nice. So we do get that attack debuff, and we're gonna be able to shield this up. And because of that attack debuff, these counters are not gonna be able to take us out. We're able to get to a Mirror Shot, and this Mirror Shot will KO the Machamp. So we win our first set with Shadow Magnezone. So Shadow Magnezone, really fun. I mean, it doesn't do that well against, I just noticed there's a ton of fighters kind of in the league right now, and it's not that great against them, obviously. Venusaur, so I think I should have stayed in there in hindsight. Again, these were kind of my first matches. So even though Magnezone, you know, Venusaur is going to resist the electric damage, you know, we also resist the Frenzy Plant damage, and Wild Charge just does so much damage. It does over half of Venusaur's health, even though it's resisted. And I mean, especially, you know, coming from a Shadow Magnezone, it is really quite powerful. So we're gonna land these Dark Pulses on these. I mean, we're gonna draw the shields on this Dragonite. The Dragon Claw is not going to take us out, and we're going to be able to get to another Dark Pulse here. This is either going to get the last shield or win a switch advantage. We do win switch advantage. Alolan Muck is a really great safe swap. Does really well against Venusaur. Does really well against a lot of the meta, really. And you saw there, it was able to switch, keep switch advantage for us. We're going to let this go. Frenzy Plant, see, it doesn't do too much, so I definitely should have stayed in there. He has a Machamp in the back. We're going to go into Kingdra here. This is likely going to be a cross shot. We just let it go, and then we're gonna hope for probably go for the Octazooka, hope for the attack debuff. Oh, and he's getting off another charge move here. Probably gonna have to shield this. Yeah, cross shot, but we're gonna have to shield that, and then we're gonna go for this Octazooka here. This Octazooka will do a good chunk of damage if it doesn't shield. We do get the attack debuff. That's really great. But does this cross shot take us out anyway? Machamp is just really strong. Yeah, okay, so he takes us out with one counter after that. We're gonna have to go for a Mirror Shot here because he was almost gonna finish us out. Counter just does so much damage even after getting debuff. Yeah, and this looks like a L because this is Wild Charge. You can see how much damage it does, but it's not gonna be enough to take out the Venusaur. It is resisted. Takes out a little over half, I believe. Getting off a charge move here, so we do lose this one. I think this one was winnable. We should have stayed in with our Magnezone and try to burn shields with a Wild Charge, or at least do a ton of damage to the Venusaur. All right, so Gallade lead. This is pretty good for us. We obviously have to watch out for the close combat, but we're gonna resist these Leaf Blades as well as the confusion damage. This is just gonna be okay. I wasn't, yeah. So these were my first matches, but you know, now I know that that's gonna be a Leaf Blade, so no need to shield there. It really doesn't do too much damage to Shadow Magnezone. So we do get the shield with the Mirror Shot, and we're gonna go for this Wild Charge now. We do get the shield there, and we're gonna make a swap into a Alolan Muck. If this is a Leaf Blade, it's gonna be resisted. Close combat would do neutral damage, and he brings in a Drapion, a really interesting pick, Ice Fang Drapion. So we're gonna get off this Dark Pulse. Both are resisted. I believe Sludge Wave is the better move to use here, but again, these were my my first matches. So we're just gonna go straight with Dark Pulse. He's using Fell Stinger to boost up his attack, but you know, it's really not that worrisome for me because our Magnezone in the back is gonna, I believe, double resist these or single resist these Ice Fangs. So he's getting off another charge move here, probably another Fell Stinger. It is. It takes out our Muck. We're gonna bring in our Magnezone and just farm down. And now he's out of shield, and he brings in the Gallade, and we're just gonna, okay, so this is probably just gonna be a Leaf Blade. So do I shield here? Nope, I don't shield. See, it doesn't do too much. We're gonna go right for this Wild Charge and take it out. And let's see what he has in the back. He has a Drifblim. All right, so this is no problem for our Kingdra. Outrage is gonna do so much damage. There's just gonna be Icy Wind, not gonna shield. So even though our attack is debuffed, this Outrage, as you can see, will do just so much damage. And these Dragon Breaths are still chunking. Icy Wind only debuffs by one stage, unlike Octazooka. So we're just gonna shield up whatever this is. and then Dragon Breath it down. So it is the Shadow Ball, and then we're gonna be able to Dragon Breath down. So good game to my opponent. Going up against Franklin Design here in this fourth match. Okay, great lead. We're gonna double resist the Sky Attack and the Brave Bird because of our Steel and Electric typing. So not gonna shield, although we are a Shadow Magnezone, so we're gonna be really frail. So even though we double resist that, it still did a good chunk of damage. Just gonna get off this Mirror Shot, and he switches into Venusaur, so we're gonna go right into our Alolan Muck here. Alolan Muck does really well against Venusaur. We're gonna resist these Frenzy Plants as well as the Sludge Bombs because of our Poison typing. And we're gonna go for Dark Pulse here. Dark Pulse does a lot of neutral damage to Venusaur. Yeah, it takes out almost half of the health. Just not gonna shield here, I believe. Yeah, not gonna shield, just the Frenzy Plant. And we charge up one extra Snarl, and we're gonna go for this Dark Pulse. It would take out the Venusaur. It should take it out from this range. It does take it out. And let's see what he brings in. Yeah, really liking Muck on the safe swap here. Gonna go for the Sludge Wave here, but we don't get to it. He does throw the energy, which is fine for us. Probably gonna bring in the Kingdra here. So even though we do super effective damage with the Magnezone, those Mud Shots are gonna do super effective damage, and Dynamic Punch would absolutely destroy our Magnezone. He's just going for Ice Punches here, so it doesn't do too much. Swaps into Honchkrow, so we're gonna go right into our Magnezone and going into this, using this Mirror Shot, and we're able to Spark it down right after. Brings in the Poliwrath, and we're just gonna go right for this Wild Charge. Don't want him to farm up too much extra energy, so this defense debuff is actually, kind of good for us, and we still have 2 shields, so we're looking totally fine here. He's gonna get off a charge move. Do we shield here? Probably should have shielded, but I guess I was trying to flex. Get a lot of lag here, so probably just gonna have to shield this. It is a Dynamic Punch. Yeah, the lag is still here with us, which is really unfortunate. I'm really hoping Niantic fixes that. It's been really tough to kind of play my sets, because I've been busy, and also because of all the lag. All right, so going against Lincoln TCG in this final match. Gallade lead again, so again, we're not going to have to shield up the Leaf Blade, so hopefully I learned from last time. Yeah, that was 3 confusions. So this is just going to be a Leaf Blade, not going to shield. It doesn't do too much damage. Obviously, we're Shadow Magnezone, so, we're already under half health, but we're going to do a lot of damage here. We tried to draw the shield with the Mirror Shot. We don't get it, but this Mirror Shot will either get the shield or take out his Gallade. All right, so we do win switch advantage, really good. And he brings in Napoleon, and we are able to get this Wild Charge. This Wild Charge would do so much damage, so we're likely going to have to draw the shield here. Yep, we do get the shield. And then we're going to bring in Kingdra. Kingdra has, again, a great matchup against Napoleon. These Drill Pecks do neutral damage, but it really doesn't do too much. So no need to shield there. He's staying in, so that's fine with me. I probably should have just went for the Octazooka, but yeah, so I do shield there, trying to preserve some health. Yeah, probably should have just went for the Octazooka. I mean, Octazooka wouldn't really take it out, but the attack debuff is really good. So he brings in a Venusaur. We're just gonna shield this. Yeah, we undercharged the Outrage just a bit. I was hoping to farm it down, but totally fine. We're gonna get to this Outrage and really pressure the shields here on this Venusaur. He does shield, so we're gonna go right into our Alolan Muck, and he is pretty much a Dark Pulse range now. Whatever this is not gonna take us out. Just a Frenzy Plant, doesn't take us out. And yeah, he's gonna get off another Frenzy Plant here. Totally fine, because this Empoleon is going to have to, we're gonna charge up some extra energy. Yeah, so we're able to just snarl the Empoleon down, and we're gonna throw this Dark Pulse at the Venusaur, and that will be GG. So I think I did have a shot at a 5-0 set here with Shadow Magnezone, but we definitely misplayed that second game. So yeah, really liking Ultra Premiere. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.